Hey, it's Vendow. Thanks for joining me for our 100th subscriber episode. That's right, we have 100 subscribers finally. It's been a hard 2 weeks, but we've all done a good push, so I really appreciate it. And that means we're going to be giving away 1,000 doubloons to one lucky individual. All you need to do is play Warships and comment on the comment section of this video, and you will be chosen at random. Now let's get to the show. Alright, well, what I have for you guys today is Melski Loco on the North American server, and this time it really is a North American server. I'm sorry, Delin, I screwed that up. I apologize. But we have Melski Loco here on the North American server in his Amagi. Mel is going to go full steam ahead for the cap right in front of him, and he is going to have a slow start to this match. And like all episodes with a slow start, we have a little bit of music to go along with that. So why don't we get to that so that we can get to the news and we could talk a little bit more about the contest and everything else. So let's watch Melski Loco do some sailing. Oh, I hope everybody had fun with that. I try to find the best music for these videos. I usually get 2 thumbs up, so hopefully that works. So here's Mel's big first real salvo of damage, and it is huge. Absolutely huge. So, you know, Mel's going to keep coming around this side here of the mountain, and you know, he's going to keep doing what he needs to do. So while he's going to try and shoot at a DD who's going to disappear, we'll talk about the upcoming public test 7.4 that is getting ready to launch. I think I downloaded mine today. You know, it's going to be just like any other test server. They're going to give you camouflage and flags and premium time for participating. You know, no big surprise there, right, for the test server, until you actually look at what they're testing. So, dare we go into it? I think we shall. So, they're going to launch a brand new penalty system that, that's going to deal with possibly some of these players who are logging into a battle and then going AFK. Those players that are logging into a battle and steaming full board ahead into a zone and then going, I need to quit out and maybe go do something else instead. So what they have listed is if a player is white, then he hasn't committed any violations. If the nickname of the player is pink, it means that the player has had a warning and should mind their in-game behavior. However, if their color is orange, it means that the player has actually been punished for foul conduct. Now, so this is for unsupported conduct. So, causing damage to allies can send you pink. Team killing penalty, of course, is the same. You still lose your damage. You still lose hit points and damage for causing other damage to allies. And if you continue to team kill or damage allies, you'll be restricted to co-op battles only. And at that point, that is considered a punishment. And guess what? Your name goes orange. Now, you can get the orange removed when you're in co-ops. As long as you behave correctly, you'll go back to pink, and then eventually pink will go back to white. It's all on the main website. Just look for the public test server info and take a look and see what you guys think. Leave comments down in the comment section whether you agree with what Wargaming is doing for their public test server, and let them know as well. Make sure you post to their forum pages. Let them know if you like what they're doing or not. It's the only way we're really going to improve the game is if we come together as a community and we support their ideas. My big issue is with this matchmaking. They are going to work on correcting, in their eyes, Matchmaker. I think we all agree that Matchmaker does need a little bit of work. I mean, it is broken. If you've played a Tier 8 recently, you realize that you're not actually playing Tier 8. You go directly from playing a Tier 7 on the grind, and you instantly jump into Tier 10 somehow. Even though you're on a Tier 8 boat, you're seeing nothing but Tier 10 matchmaking. And it has a lot to do with a lot of players playing Tier 10 and not as many at Tier 8 and 9, and I understand that. But what Wargaming wants to do is match up tier for tier class of ship. So, for example, if you are in a Tier 5 destroyer, and in the first 3 minutes of the matchmaker trying to get the team together, if it manages to find more Tier 5 destroyers, then you'll go launch into a battle with another Tier 5 destroyer, and literally tier for tier matchmaking. If it doesn't find it within 3 minutes, then it's just going to revert back to the previous 7.3 model of matchmaking versus 7.4. As you read through, you'll realize what they're saying is you can still have a scenario where a Tier 8 destroyer is still going to see a Tier 10 battleship or a Tier 10 cruiser. They're not correcting the one up, one down meta of, say, Tier 9. So, for instance, if you're launching at Tier 9, okay, if there's a Tier 9, even a single Tier 9 in your battle, then that Tier 9 ship has the ability to pull Tier 8 ships and Tier 10 ships into a battle. So, here's the problem that I see that Wargaming doesn't seem to really be addressing. You have the opportunity or the displeasure of many captains of Tier 8 DDs being against Tier 10 cruisers and then Tier 10 battleships. Wargaming, you didn't fix the problem. You need to hard cap restrict. There is never a time a Tier 8 should be seeing a Tier 10. That's my opinion. And it even gets worse. You know, tier 5 should never see tier 7. Come on. It's just different. I mean, why can't we just hard cap it? 1 up, 1 down. Restricted. So it's not the tier 9 that pulls a tier 8 up and then pulls a tier 10 down. No. It should very well be that tier 5 should or that tier 8 destroyer should restrict that tier 10 from ever being pulled down. That's the way matchmaking needs to be tooled, in my humble opinion. Take it, leave it, use it what you do. But, Wargaming, take a look at it. I think it's the right way to go. And then, if you feel like it's taken too long for matches to get populated, then revert. Then, at that point, I think everybody would understand. But when the server is populated and full, it's a struggle to be doing that. I mean, I don't even like playing tier 8 anymore, and some of my favorite boats are a tier 8. It's just really frustrating that you're playing a tier 10 match every single time you're in tier 8. It's just really frustrating. So at this point in the match, we've got Mel here, who actually did his late game push, end game push, I guess you could say, right up the channel in Two Brothers to confront these ships that were all broadside to him. And he does a very effective job. He is going to rack up himself a good number of damage. He is going to torpedo beat himself into 1 torpedo, I believe. That's all he takes. So let's see what he does here, and we'll move on to the contest. So we are at 100 subscribers, and as promised, I said I would run a contest, and I think this is the torpedo Mel hits. Here it comes. Yes, it is. So, we're going to run a contest. I will give 1,000 doubloons to any of the captains playing World of Warships that is subscribed to my channel and comments down in the comment section will be entered to win that 1,000 doubloons. I will put all the entries, names into random.org, and we'll have random.org draw the lucky captain's name. And then I will announce the winner on the subsequent show. Let's give it a week time to allow everybody to comment. So I will announce their name a week from today, which is April 11th. So on the 18th, I will announce the winner, and we will give somebody some doubloons. See, free stuff for watching my show. Yep, gotta bribe you guys, don't I? So here's Mel. He's y'all gonna love this. I mean, that's a half health battleship, and look at that Citadel that he just got on that Iowa. Wow. So Mel's gonna completely ignore that battleship, and he's gonna focus on what's ahead of him. And there is the high caliber, and yeah, there goes the Iowa. And we're going to torpedo beat these, although really I guess it wasn't really torpedo beat. He easily got past that. But Mel's going to let his secondaries continue to work on the battleship behind him, all while focusing on what's in front. And guess what? Yes, that was that battleship behind him that he just finished off with the fire. I'm not sure why he shows his broadside here, but is anybody paying attention to the damage count? This is tier 8 battleship, but it's a hell of a damage count. Wouldn't you agree? And he did all that damage within the last 4 minutes, for the most part. 4 minutes of damage, and it's still ticking. He's still got a little bit of damage there going. Oh, not anymore. But wow. He really did it. So what Mel's going to do here, though, for the rest of this match is he is going to try and coach his team into a victory because they are so close on points. I mean, this is a tight match, and just pay attention to what they do and how this goes. So one last thing that they're going to be testing on this test server is these balance changes. Remember how I told you in a previous show about the Shimikaze's surface detectability being reduced? Yep, that's going to be checked out. I never managed to tell you guys about the main battery gun reload being reduced on the Admiral Hipper. Yep, they're going to test that. And the Prince Eugen, you know, the clone copy of the Admiral Hipper that everybody said Wargaming was doing cash grabs for. Yeah, it's actually going to have a little change. They're going to add the repair party consumable into the Prince Eugen. So that'll be nice to see, and it might even make me go out and buy that thing just to have another ship at tier 8 with a heal. The Midway is going to be rebalanced. It's going to get a little nerf. It's going to have its planes reduced from 136 aircraft to 96 aircraft. And the Orion's shell, its Sigma rating, is going to go from 1.8 to 1.6. So the last thing, which is really concerning because of the way the Pan-Asian torpedoes are, the air detectability range of torpedoes is going to be reduced in half. So, yeah, we're seeing some buffs here to some destroyers. So I give it about 1 week into the test server, and you're going to start seeing the BB tiers. The BB tiers are going to be falling. There's going to be a lot of crying. It's going to make a lot of people not happy. So, well, it's going to make the battleships not happy. I think the cruisers aren't going to care really too much because if they hit a torpedo, they're dead anyway. At least they've lost half their health until they get to higher tiers. And the destroyers are going to be happy because, yeah, that's what destroyers are. They're just happy little sinking, flanking, annoying little things on the side of the map. Unless they're on my team. Then they're fantastic. But I want to take a moment here now that we're ending the end of the show. I want you to watch how close this battle comes between the Atlanta right there, who should have ran and hide and chose not to. But I want to take this moment to thank all of you, my first 102 subscribers. You guys are here at the beginning of what I hope will be a very long running on YouTube for me and my gaming channel. So thank you very much for coming in at the beginning, and I will never forget you guys for being here and sticking with me as I learn this YouTube monster. And hopefully you guys will be as active in my comment section as I hope you will be, so that, you know, I know you guys are still there with me a year or 2 years down the road. But I hope you guys enjoyed the replay. If you like what I'm doing here, please follow on Twitter and Facebook, subscribe to the channel. Please leave comments down in the comments section because it's going to enter you to win free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff, right? So yeah, we've got 199k in damage and 346k in credits. There is Mel all the way at the top of the team, yet again doing a good job outpacing.